If you have seen me at all on social media, you know that I love Quora, and I do not hide my love for their advertising platform. Now, there could be a few reasons why I love it. First, they give out great swag. If you see them at a conference, talk to them, and they might hook you up with some pretty cool stuff. The second reason why I might like Quora is that I have a pretty cool bromance with JD Prater. He's the Quora evangelist and a really close friend of mine. Okay, I'm done. All joking aside, but it's really good to know that Quora has come a long way within the few short years that they've been around. Already, they've caught up to many of the other advertising channels, and they've given us 6 targeting options that we can use to get in front of a relevant audience and start driving traffic no matter where the user is in the funnel to help your campaigns convert. Targeting is set at the ad set level, so hopefully this video will give you an idea of the options you have to better help you plan out your next campaign build in Quora. Let's begin a deep dive into each one of these targeting options. First up is question targeting. This one is fairly straightforward. Quora is mainly a question and answer site, so it only makes sense advertisers have the ability to target specific questions. What you may not know is that question targeting works in 2 different ways. You can target users who are actively reading a question, or you can target users who read a question at some point in the past 30 days. Look at that as like question retargeting. The question date range option, which you can see in the image here, only applies to users who previously read a certain question. While 30 days is the maximum limit, you can select any day increment under 30 days. Consider creating 2 different ad sets for this type of targeting because you may find the user intent is different between the 2 options. Next up is topic targeting. Now, questions in Quora are grouped into topics. If you don't see enough volume with the questions targeting option, you may want to look at choosing topics. This way you can still be relevant to a certain category, but also focus on expanding your reach a little bit. Here's an example of topics I may want to target if I want to try and reach anyone who teaches music. You can see I searched for music teacher topics. Then I added a few I thought that would be relevant. Then Quora can start recommending other topics that they think might fit into your campaign targeting. If you're not sure on any of the suggested topics, just visit the topic page yourself. You'll get an understanding of how many people follow the topic as well as what questions are typically associated with your chosen topics. Now, this kind of blends into the next targeting option, which is interest targeting. And you might be thinking, Joe, you didn't change the image. I know I didn't, because interest targeting is similar to topic targeting. There's just one major difference. Topic targeting gets in front of users when they are actually on a topic page or question. Interest targeting connects with users who have shown historical engagement in the past, such as read a question, upvoted a certain question within a topic, and these users may not be as buy ready as topic targeting, but they are still a relevant audience based on their previous engagements. You can add topics or research topics to use as interest targeting, exactly just how we did with the targeting topic example above. And also, I would separate out these 2 targeting options just to make sure your audiences are as clean and segmented as possible. Next up, we have audience targeting, and we have a separate video that shows you how to get the Quora pixel on your website. And you can get the pixel on your website or landing pages and start collecting an audience for free without ever having to give Quora your credit card information. So once you have the pixel on your site and you're starting to build audiences, you can now look at creating 3 different audiences within the Quora Ads platform. The first audience you can start building is your website traffic. You can remarket to users who have visited your website or any landing page on your site that has the Quora pixel on it. Second, you can take your email list that you've collected legally, I'm assuming, and upload them to the system as list match. And then you can see how many of your current users are also on Quora. Then, just like you might see in the other platforms in Google and Facebook with similar audiences, we can create lookalike audiences based on previously created audiences we already have within Quora. But before you consider lookalikes, your base audience must have at least 3,000 users before a lookalike can be created. See, the options with audience targeting can be a lot depending on what resources you have. Think about segmenting your email list as much as you can, depending on the volume, to better speak to your users. Create a variety of audiences from site visits in different cookie pool durations to speak users differently depending on where they are in the funnel and how often they may have potentially visited your web pages. And of course, with lookalike audiences, we like to use that to focus on expanding reach when we're not seeing the growth that we want with our current targeting campaigns. Moving along to keyword targeting. This is going to be very familiar for any veteran PPC marketer. This option is fairly new. It was just announced in late January 2019. So keyword targeting allows your ad to appear on questions that contain the specific keywords you are targeting. Right now, there are only broad and phrase match options that advertisers can use, But unlike the main search engines who are trying to mix in close variants and kind of messing around with our match types, phrase match actually sticks to the actual word order that we see to make your targeting more specific than some of the other channels. And what we can also see on the screen right now is that there are keyword exclusions. Just think of these as negative keywords for Quora Ads. You can block out certain words or phrases you feel would not be relevant to your audience or your campaign goals to better hone in on what you think would work the best. And last is broad targeting. Yeah, I don't have a more specific image for broad targeting because there's really not much that we could do. This is Quora using their machine learning. So broad targeting is perfect for those who feel that they have maximized all the other targeting options or are looking to greatly expand their reach. With broad targeting, you need to be a little bit more patient because it takes Quora a little time to understand how users are engaging with your ads. Plus, the system will then try and find more users who perform similar behaviors to your target audience. Quora does recommend that pairing broad targeting with conversion optimized campaigns will better help Quora match your ads to users who are more likely to convert. As we can see from this quick rundown, Quora has several unique ways that you can reach your users. Before you launch a campaign, do your research and figure out which targeting options are best for your campaign objectives. Some of the targeting options that we went through were pretty straightforward, but others require you to do some digging in. Do a little bit of research to find out where your target audience might be. You might be surprised by which targeting option works best for you, so give each one a test.
Thanks for watching our video.
Make sure to subscribe to the Paid Media Pros channel to see more videos.